Hey YouTube, what's up? Dan here, coming back at you with another video. So this is a new series of videos that I want to start doing over the course of the next couple of weeks, months, I don't know, to eventually lead into my game collection updates that I'll probably start doing. And I figured the best way to jump into that would be to start off by showing my collection as is. Every time I do one of these videos, it's just going to be for a different console. With the games that I have. Occasionally there may be one or two other games that I have that are away in storage somewhere that I need to locate and integrate into my shelf. I've actually got two shelves, one for my more retro stuff and then one for my mostly newer stuff. So today I decided I'm going to do a video about my Nintendo Entertainment System game collection, or NES. I'm very excited because this summer Nintendo is going to be re-releasing the NES Classic Edition. And I could not be more thrilled about potentially picking up one of those. No, I will be picking up one of those because I have the Super Nintendo Mini and I need the NES Mini. And then, God willing, this holiday, N64 Mini. Come on! So I decided not to do these in alphabetical order. I just have all of my games here. I don't have a huge NES collection. I used to have a bunch of games when I was younger. When we got the N64, they were given away. So within the last year or so, I've kind of started just rebuilding my NES collection. Some of these are games I had as a kid. Some of these are games I'm picking up for the first time. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. This is a personal favorite of mine. This was actually one of my favorite games all the way back when I had my original Nintendo Entertainment System all those years ago. Now I play everything on a Retron 5. This is a home port of the arcade game Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was released as the second home game because there was another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game that Ultra had released prior to this. In this game, you get to play as Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. It had a lot of Pizza Hut tie-ins, if I remember correctly, and this is just one of my favorites to go back and play every once in a while. I have a goal of one day hopefully beating this one. This one, I'm not great at arcade beat-em-ups, I admit it. I'm not great at them, but I have a lot of fun with them, so I'm looking forward to one day beating this, and this is one of my personal favorite games. I would be remiss if I did not mention Super Mario Bros. 3. I'd be remiss, though, if I didn't mention this game, because this has always been one of my favorites. When this got ported to Virtual Console on the 3DS, I picked it up on there almost immediately. I've had it on... I've probably bought this game like 3 or 4 different times in 3 or 4 different forms. So, of course, this was one I had to get. I had this one as a child as well, and I used to play it all the time. Out of the Mario games, this one is my absolute favorite. It's got a lot of great levels, it's got a great overworld, it's got great music, and it's got some of the best graphics on the NES in terms of game appearances. Hey Google, when was Super Mario Bros. 3 released?
Super Mario Bros. 3's initial release date is October 23, 1988.
This was released in 1988. Even more impressive for how good this game looks. Port of Doki Doki Panic, which was released for the Famicom. They decided that the real Super Mario Bros. 2 was going to be too difficult for American audiences, so we got the ported version. However, I am glad that this was the Super Mario Bros. 2 we got, because this game brought a lot of stuff into Mario canon that hadn't been there previously. Ba-bombs, 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 Shy Guys, definitely. Birdo came from this. Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. This is one of the most common NES carts that is out there. And of course, again, I had all 3 Mario games when I was a kid. This one has Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. There does also exist a standalone Mario Kart, as well as one that is, I believe, Mario, Duck Hunt, and Track and Field. But I wanted to get this one for nostalgia purposes, because this is the one that I had when I was growing up, and this is the one that I always used to play. Ninja Gaiden. In this game, you play as a ninja, you go through cities, you go through rooftop levels, you fight evil ninjas, and it is fun, but it is also hella hard. While we're talking about hard games, I need to be respectful. Ghosts and Goblins, one of the hardest games released for the Nintendo Entertainment System, in my opinion. Never beaten it, never gotten close. I've seen the AVGN episode, which I am going to link up in the corner or in the description, You go through this game, you beat the game, you literally have to play through the entire game twice to fully beat it. Up next is the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. I didn't have this one when I was growing up as a child, but I have it now. There's a AVGN episode on this one as well. In fact, probably like 5 or so games in my NES collection there are AVGN episodes for. This one is, of course, no exception. This one is much different than the arcade game. This one, you go around an overworld, and you go into side-scrolling levels, and then you get in the van, and the van has the health bar with the turtles. And the one thing I've never understood about this game, there are sewer levels where if you fall in the water, you die. And yet there is a level in the game where you are swimming underwater. Consistency. Ultra, please, consistency. But I like this game nonetheless. Another very weird game in my collection relative to the source material is Star Wars. This one's got a vehicle-based overworld where you control the land speeder, and I've never made it past the beginning. Didn't have this one as a kid. Recently picked this one up. One day I'm really going to try and tackle this one. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I'm going to be doing a Disney Movie Rewards unboxing soon where I have some Star Wars posters that I'll be showing off. I'm very excited about that. This was done by Sunsoft. It was inspired by the 1989 Batman film, starring Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson. And in this one, you get to play as the Dark Knight as he tries to take down Joker's minions and eventually the Joker himself. This is another game. It is known for being difficult. A lot of the NES games were known for being just notoriously difficult. So, yes. Double Dragon 2, which was another one of my favorites growing up as a kid, even though I utterly suck at beat-em-ups. I do. I suck worse at beat-em-ups than I do at any other genre of game. This one, Punch-Out. This is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Now, Mike Tyson licensed his likeness for this game, but when you see this game on Virtual Console now, it's actually Punch-Out featuring Mr. Dream, because they lost the Mike Tyson rights. So I picked this one up when I found it at my local game shop. So I picked up Punch-Out. This is another very fun game. Kind of challenging, but a lot of fun. Adventure Island. This was a childhood favorite of mine. You get to play as... I always forget his name. I'm sorry, I didn't look up his name. But I always forget his name. But you play as this little, like, caveman island dude. And you get a skateboard. And you get to throw hatchets. And... oh, man, I got some good memories with this game. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Lasers, race cars, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woohoo. Every day I'm out there playing DuckTales, woohoo. No, I'm kidding. I don't play this every day, but I picked this one up because I am a Disney fan. I enjoy Disney stuff. And the DuckTales reboot, I actually started watching that because of this game. I picked this game up, I want to say, about a year ago. Yeah, about a year ago I picked this one up. This is a lot of fun. This is actually available on modern systems as part of the Disney Afternoon Collection on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. I think those three. I need to pick that up because DuckTales 2, the sequel to this, is a notoriously expensive game. I only paid $15 for DuckTales. DuckTales 2 goes for, I believe, several $100s now. So, of course, I'm going to pick up the Afternoon Collection to play the sequel. This is a really fun game. There's occasionally the little quirks that you need to know, but you get to play as Scrooge McDuck. And I can relate to Scrooge McDuck. Not in the fact that I'm rich and the fact that I'm stingy. And this one is just a hell of a lot of fun if you like Disney and you like Disney cartoons. That's it, guys. That is my Nintendo Entertainment System game collection. In the future, I'm going to be doing videos for my Super Nintendo collection, N64, Sega Genesis, PSP, DS, 3DS, GameCube, PS2, PS1, PS3, Wii and Wii U, Xbox One, Switch. I'm going to tackle them all. So let me know which system you guys want to see next down in the comments below. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content from me in the future. Hit the notification bell to be notified about when I upload new videos. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can catch me on Twitter, twitter.com/DanStransky, Hollywood Lights 1992 on Instagram. Links for those will be down below. And if you click here, you'll be able to see whatever my most recently uploaded video is. Click here to see a video that I've chosen to tag on with this video. And until next time, this is Dan, signing off.